Today our discussion is on strain isolation. Culturing of microbes is actually to produce some useful products. But do you think that all microbes produce useful or novel products? The answer is no. So we have to search for those microbes which produce substances of our interest. Then how do we get microorganisms? They have their own habitats, especially they are found in soil, aquatic environment, even air too. So these natural habitats are the source of microorganisms. From this source, we have to isolate the desired microorganism using variety of methods. This process is known as strain isolation. Now we will see what are the strategies that we exploit for isolating our desired microorganism. If we take a sample in the sense soil or any sewage, and that soil or sewage contain variety of microorganisms. Suppose this is our sample. This sample contain variety of microbes. I'll give you different colors. Our task is to take out the desired microorganism. For example, we need this kind. From this pool, we have to isolate one type. This is actually isolation. It can be done two ways. We'll transfer all these microorganisms to an environment where only our desired can grow. That means we will remove other type of microorganism by not giving conditions which are required for other microorganisms to grow. We will keep the environment which is only favorable for one microbe or our desired microorganism. ये है एक strategy. Different microorganisms have different growth conditions. They are temperature, pH, of course the nutrients. They are not same for all microorganisms. Enrichment technique. This technique is we are enriching the culture by subculturing a small amount of microorganism and transferring them to a fresh medium. I will tell you. Suppose we have grown a pool of microorganisms here. Pool contain different microorganisms, and we are taking out a small inoculum, small portion from this, and inoculate it in a special medium. To this medium we will provide only certain nutrients which support the growth of our desired microorganism. Or in a way we can say, if nutrients are same and physical conditions such as temperature is different, we will transfer this microorganism inoculum in the sense a small portion of this is transferred to a fresh medium and growing them in a temperature that suits growth of our desired microbes. In all these techniques, we actually create an environment that suits the growth of microorganism which is of our kind. I think this enrichment technique is somewhat clear to you. Now we will see the enriched culture. Now we have the culture which is of our desired kind. Even these desired kind of microorganism will have some pool of strains. Strains means they are of same type, same species, but still they have some small differences. These can be screened further by exploiting their properties. I will tell you some example. For example, your kind of microorganism is producing certain antibiotics. Okay, If we are looking for a microorganism which produce an antibiotic, I'll make it clear. If this microorganism is producing antibiotic, we will detect it by growing the culture on an agar plate. We will detect these antibiotics by growing the culture on a agar plate in the presence of that bacterium against which antimicrobial activity is desired. Suppose this bacterium is producing an antibiotic which kill another bacteria. So we will transfer them on another plate. We can say that this bacterium is actually affected by an antibiotic produced by our desired microorganism. We can transfer this microorganism onto a plate where already a microorganism is present which are killed by antibiotic produced by our microorganism. If they grow here, we can see that where our microorganism is grown, उसके थोड़ा सा दूर में एक जोन ऑफ इनहिबिशन, इतने दूर में we cannot see the growth of other microorganisms. That means there is an inhibition. This inhibition is due to antibiotic. And this is how we can say that our desired microorganism is showing or producing an antibiotic. If an organism is producing antibiotic, we can screen them by this method. If an organism is having resistance against antibiotic, then again screening can be done by growing this microorganism on a petri dish which is containing that antibiotic. For example, ampicillin resistance. We will transfer this microorganism onto a plate which is containing ampicillin. Only those strains which are having the property of ampicillin resistant can grow here. We can also screen the organism by using antibodies or immunoglobulins. Different colonies can be detected by using immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulin will specifically bind on a particular colony, and thus we can identify our strain. Molecular biology has made available a variety of probes, and these probes can also be used for detection of organism producing specific products. Now we have various probes. Through the probes also we can detect microorganisms which are having specific properties. It has been found recently that we can use robotics which result in enormous throughput screening. That means a huge level screening can be done with the help of robotics. Our science has grown so far, and that help us to detect microorganisms with specific properties using robotics. We will have a snapshot: strain, isolation. First one was enrichment. After enrichment, further screening by their properties. Antibiotics, antibiotic resistance. Then by using antibodies, using probes, using robotics. That's all. Strain, isolation.